Today's topic is going to be how you can turn your dreams into actual goals, into achievable goals that you can go after. Because I think a lot of the time what stops us from going after our dreams is that we don't see how we can get there. And that is because if you have a dream, you didn't break that down into small actionable steps, and therefore you cannot plan to take those small actionable steps, and therefore it is not a goal, it is just a dream. But today I'm going to teach you how you can take even your biggest dreams and break it down into steps that you feel like you can actually take, and then that will turn your dream into a goal. Because what is the difference between a dream and a goal? If you dream about something, then you have this vision in your mind, right? You have this thing that you really, really want, but you don't know how to get there. You think, oh, maybe it's never going to happen for me, or maybe it's just going to magically come into my life one day. But you don't have a way of achieving it. You don't think you can achieve it. Or maybe you think that you can, but you're just leaving it up to luck and the future you, which is not the way to go about it. I think I talked about this in my previous videos as well, but sometimes the biggest thing that stands in our way is our belief that the things that we want will just come to us without any hard work. And that is exactly what keeps your dreams dreams. And unless you are willing to take those active steps to take that dream and look at it and make it realistic, and take this big thing that you want and break it down into small, realistic, achievable goals with a timeline, then it will never become a goal. It will always just stay this dream that you have, and that is kind of eating you alive because you don't know how to go after it. And you're just waiting for it to kind of one day like happen like this, but it will not happen. Also, watch me, I don't know how to snap. Anyway, so that is the difference between a dream and a goal. A goal is something that has measurable metrics, if you can call them metrics, but a goal is measurable. You know whether you've achieved it or not. A dream is not measurable. You don't know when you've achieved your dream. Oh, my dream is to have a business. Okay, what kind of business? Is it a product business? Is it a service business? Like, what are you selling? Is it just you doing it? Do you have a co-founder? Like, define it. Oh, my dream is to have a car. Okay, what car? When do you want to have the car? Do you even have a driving license? Like, my goal is to have a house. Okay, where is the house? Are you living alone in the house? Like, what is your budget for the house? Like, you need to define it. A goal is something that is measurable. You know whether you've achieved it or not. A dream is not clearly measurable. That is the difference between a goal and a dream. Because if you have something that is clearly measurable, then you know whether you've achieved it or not, right? If you're saying to yourself every day, oh, I want this type of body, I want to be more active, I want to eat healthier, but you're not taking any steps, that is just a dream. You have a dream body, you have a dream lifestyle. That is a dream that you have. Versus if you have a goal, you're like, I want to work out 3 times a week. I want to eat processed foods only 2 times a week. The rest of the time, I want to eat whole foods. I want to have fruits for snacks. That is a goal. If you're telling yourself, I don't like numbers are very triggering for me, but if you are someone who is willing to work with numbers and you're like, I want to lose this amount of weight in this amount of time, and therefore I'm going to, eat whole foods. I'm going to work out 3 times a week. Like, that is a goal. If you're just in your head like, oh, I wish I was healthier, I wish I had that, but that is a dream. But it's okay. It's okay if you have dreams. Dreams keep us going. Dreams are fuel for our life, and a lot of our dreams can give us purpose if it's truly, truly something. If you've done the inner work and it's truly, truly something that you want, it can give you purpose, and it can make your life so much more meaningful, and it can make you a so much more fulfilled and happy human being. It can bring you so much joy, but you need to turn it into a goal, okay? And that's fine. Like, I'm here to tell you that even your biggest dreams that you never thought could become goals, and something that you can actually plan and break down into small steps that you can actually achieve every day. You can do it. For me, for example, for the longest time, I've been wanting my own business. I've been wanting something that is health related, that is supplement related. I love health supplements. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. I'm a flight attendant, right? Every time I go to a different country, I am in a health store, okay? I'm in a grocery store. I'm looking at the supplement aisle. I'm in a health store. I'm looking at all the supplements. Like I can be lost in there for hours. I swear, do not go there with me, because I will spend the whole layover in those health stores. I love supplements. I'll spend all my money on supplements, okay? I love them. And I've loved them my entire life, but I never thought that I could ever make my own, right? I never even thought that it was a dream for me. Like, I thought I wanted to do something completely else. And then once I took the time and I sat down with myself, I got to know myself better. I started taking those 15 minutes to meditate every day in the morning, to write down the feelings that I want to attract into my life and to affirm that to myself every day. Slowly, I started to get clarity, and I was like, okay, I don't want to do that type of business. I don't want to live that life, actually. I want to have my own supplement brand. Like, I want to do health supplements. That is truly what I love, and I genuinely am so obsessed with them, and I want to have my own. But even then, I was just kind of in the beginning like, oh no, I don't know if I could do it. Like, it's not really, like, I'm not a chemist, I'm not a nutritionist, like, how could I do it? And then slowly, as I just started to do more research and see how many people are out there owning brands that aren't necessarily within their field of expertise, I was like, oh, okay, like, actually, you can just, you know, get someone to formulate it for you. You can work together with someone to formulate that, and you don't have to be a chemist. And then once I started doing more research, this big dream that I thought was so unachievable for me started becoming a more clear path, and I could break it down. I was like, okay, formulation, manufacturing, you know, registering the company, shipping, marketing, instead of this big dream that was kind of scary and, you know, kind of, I loved it, but I was also intimidated by it. It became a lot of small dreams every day, I guess, a lot of just small steps that I could take every day that will then someday make up that big dream. So whatever your dream is, whether it's health related, whether it's career related, whether it's family related, you need to take that and you need to break it down into goals. Maybe it's something that will be yearly goals, but for sure it will require monthly goals and weekly goals. And it needs to be something that is measurable. Again, it needs to be something that when you've done it, you know that you've done it. I want to eat healthier. No, that's not measurable. I want to limit my processed foods to 2 times a week. Yeah, measurable. I want to work out more. Not measurable. That's a dream. I want to work out 3 times a week. Yeah, measurable. I wish I had a company one day. Not a goal. You know, today I want to work on the legalities. Tomorrow I want to work on the product. And then I want to work on the marketing. I mean, it's not really measurable if I say it like that, but if you know what I mean, that is just part of breaking this huge thing down into sections. And then you can take those sections and break it down into even smaller, measurable steps. Because the bigger your goal is, the more likely it's going to be that you're gonna have to even section that big goal. And maybe only once you have the sections of it, then you will know how to break it down into steps that you can take actively every day. But it has to be measurable, okay? A goal is measurable, a dream is not. And that's why dreams feel unachievable, because you don't have a way to measure whether you're actually there or not. It's really, really that easy. And I truly believe that if you want something so much, if every time you think about it, it makes your heart beat faster and you're like, oh my God, I really, really want this, then you can achieve it. But you need to know when you've achieved it, right? That is why it needs to be something that, oh, if you've done it, you know that you've done it. It has to be measurable, okay? Please set yourself goals that are measurable, okay? And also don't worry if in the beginning it's really, really hard for you to break these things down. Out of breath. I really hope this is not gonna stain my teeth. But anyway, what was I saying? Don't worry if in the beginning it's really, really hard for you to break these things down and to see what works for you and how you can break it down into sections, into steps that you actually want to take every day that are also measurable. Don't worry if you're not good with that in the beginning. If you've never planned something in your entire life and then you start doing it. Of course, in the beginning, you're going to be less good at planning. That is really normal. And I think if you can think back at something in your life that you have been consistently doing, and then how you've been doing that in the beginning versus how you are doing it now and how your relationship with that thing is now, then I'm sure you can see, oh, okay, in the beginning it was really hard. In the beginning I didn't know what I was doing, but it came slowly over time. As I said also in some of my other videos already, for me that was working out. Working out really taught me that, oh, okay, in the beginning I had no clue what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how my body works. I had no idea what kind of diet works for me. I was just kind of trying to figure it out, and it felt super hard because I didn't know what I was doing. But then slowly over time, over months, over years, it became something that came to me very easily, that I could do intuitively. And now I know how my body works. I know what's good for my body. I know what kind of workouts I want. I can switch them up. I don't have to be as, like, you know, super strict with it. Like, I just found a routine that simply works for me. And I'm really good with that now. I'm good with knowing what foods fuel my body. I'm good with knowing what foods I should avoid. I'm good with knowing what kind of workouts I enjoy and what kind of workouts, maybe I don't want to be doing that, you know? But it took me so long to figure it out. And that's why when I first started taking this goal of having a business and breaking it down, and then every day I started to, you know, kind of plan the things, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so bad at planning. Like, I can't follow through with this. Like, what is happening? It feels still so unachievable. But now that I've been doing it for, I think, almost 4-ish months now, oh my God, I'm so much better at it. You know, I can look at what I want now, and I know exactly how I can take those wants and turn them into small things I should be doing every day to then get those things that I want. But in the beginning, I didn't know how to do that. And now I know how to divide my time effectively and how to make goals that I can achieve, how to plan something in a way that it works best for me, and then I can execute it best, right? So don't worry if you're not good with that in the beginning, but please remember this. Your dream is only a dream because it's not measurable. It will only turn into a goal if you make it measurable. And you need to take the huge dream and divide it into sections, and then take on those sections one by one and break those down into small steps and actions that are measurable, okay? It needs to be measurable so you know when you've achieved it. Yeah, I think that is it for today. I think you truly can do anything that you want in this life. I think anyone can do anything. My hair is so short. My hair hasn't been this short since I was like 14. Anyway, yeah, that is what I want to leave you with this week, and I hope this message finds whoever it needs to find. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll see you next week.